I got somebody. Oh my goodness, unexpected. I got somebody with some attitude. Oh, who and or what are you? My goodness, I think I have a pike. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Well, it's currently morning for me anyway. Today, I am somewhere new and different. I have decided to bravely step away from my favorite little honey hole, and I am at a place called Jackson Beach, just down at the south end, which is apparently the deep end of Shoal Lake here in western Manitoba. So that's Shoal Lake on the 16, not Shoal Lake in the middle of the province. Yeah, so this is a brand new spot for me. I've never wet a lure here, never so much as dropped a worm in the water in this lake. And well, let me show you why. Today is going to be all about catch and release, and hopefully a multi-species adventure. I've already heard one jump just off back there since I've been here today. And yeah, first off though, I want to show you what I'm fishing in, because remember, I do live in the middle of agriculture country. I do live in farm country, and as such, there's a lot of ag chemicals, if you will, fertilizers and such that end up in our bodies of water, so we end up with excessive algae situations like I'm about to show you. So, you know, you think to yourself, a lot of the smaller fish eat algae and aquatic insects and stuff. What could be wrong with that situation? But this is like kind of nasty. And to me, there is a whole lot wrong with that situation. So up at the only other public access point I've found, although that said, there is apparently another pier way down at the end of this beach here. I may check that out today. We're just going to see. There's a bit of a channel that leads to it, so it could be good fishing. But we'll see how this place is first. Because I met a wonderful walker today who told me this is where kids are happily, successfully fishing. And even though I've got a couple of parked boats around me here, apparently that's not a problem. I just, you know, obviously don't touch them. Don't leave any hooks about, but I don't touch other people's junk, and I don't leave my hooks behind anyway. In fact, quite often take other people's hooks with me. So yes, this is the view from between a couple of boats at Jackson Beach, southern Shoal Lake. Let's see if we can find out what's swimming in these waters. Oh, terrible lighting in this shot. Okay, so since I'm not at my favorite honey hole and I'm not targeting perch, I really have no idea what I'm doing. I got this in a collection of, we'll call them affordable, although cheap I think might be a better word, lures. Seems to rattle, so hopefully I'll upset something. There's supposed to be pickerel, which I guess is local Manitoban for walleye, and all kinds of fun things in this lake, so who knows, maybe I'll catch something. Maybe I'll get lucky. This is like my first official cast with this rod. I've just been dropping it at Tokaryk, so we'll put that on camera for posterity's sake. Well, that thing seems to drop a few inches into the water and then sort of, kind of swim. A little tricky casting underneath this little awning beside the boat here, but it'll give me an opportunity to work on my skills. And yeah, I'm still really enjoying this. What is this? Quantum Iron Fire cheapo rod combo here. That was terrible. Now, keeping in mind that I really don't know much about fishing, I kind of think you're just supposed to keep casting and retrieving these things, because the point is to be a fish in motion and get some other fish's interest, because hey, there goes a fish, I want to eat that fish. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. That was terrible. Huge splash as it entered the water. I don't think that's quite how that's supposed to be going in. guess the slower I retrieve this, the further it drops into the water, but it doesn't necessarily have a very realistic motion at that point. This water is so murky, I have no idea if anything's following or not. Because while these sunglasses said polarized, I can't say that they have improved my viewing under the water. Let's try a terrible overhand sort of cast. Yeah, I get good distance with this thing. I just have no idea what I'm doing. I imagine I'll drop back to putting some liver on a hook and bobbing away here, because I know that works for me up at Tokaryk. But this is Shoal, so different lake, different tricks. I got some rocks over to the side there I won't be able to set this up for, but maybe catch somebody off their guard over there, tossing it in a different direction. See, now I heard the splash off in the distance. Where's your puddle? Where's your puddle? I don't think that was anywhere near the puddle. Well, not puddle, but you know, the ripples in the lake. Well, I'm going to keep plugging at it away with this one for a while. Plugging away at it. There we go. I'm going to keep plugging away at it with this one for a little while. And then when I switch it up or catch something, hopefully I'll get the camera on and be able to share that with y'all. Alright, so I told you I'd notify you of any changes. So far I have cast this thing what feels like a bazillion times, and I've got no interest from the fishies. None whatsoever. So I'm going to try switching it up to this fatter looking guy here. Again, we seem to have some shake, rattle, and roll going with that. There doesn't seem to be any little bit of a bill on the front of this new one, so I'm curious to see how it's going to swim. But yeah, I've got some new lures coming that are segmented in the middle, so they're supposed to swim more like a proper fish. And yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in these cheap lures that I have here, but switch into this one anyway, and we'll see how it does. Perhaps my faith will be restored. One thing I can say for this new lure is it's definitely got some weight to it. And I'm assuming it's got some motion, because I can kind of like feel the tip of the rod wiggling as I'm reeling it in. Wasn't really feeling anything like that with the other one, so I'm assuming / hoping that means it's got some kind of action going on down there. I got somebody! Oh my goodness, unexpected. I got somebody with some attitude. Oh, who and or what are you? My goodness, I think I have a pike. Come here, buddy. Oh, wrong rod for this. Look at this goodness. Oh shit, sorry buddy. Okay, well at least you're released. Let me get you back in the lake. Hang on, hang on. Hang on. First in my adult life, I do believe I caught jack as a child. I believe a jack is a pike. I am so happy right now. Okay, back in the water for you, come on. And catch you again when you get a little bigger, my friend. Come on, and yeah, away you go. Oh, that was fantastic. All right, guys, that was truly wonderful. I am so happy right now. Yeah, I think I caught one of those when I was a kid out fishing with my dad up on Bell Lake, also in Manitoba here. And yeah, wow, I gotta go get the net from the Jeep if I'm catching fish that size. Good deal. All right, well, that was fun catching that one pike on this other one, but not biting since. So I'm gonna switch it up to the darker color of essentially the exact same lure. And I don't know, maybe we'll catch a pike, maybe we'll catch a walleye. I don't know what's here, but they're not biting on that other one anymore. So yeah, let's give this a go before I switch to my typical sort of liver bait situation and see what we get with that. All right, well, last time I had the camera rolling when I set off with the lure, I caught myself a pike, so I'm gonna change the angle here a little bit. Hopefully you can still see me. Quick little cast with the new colors. Now, I did have one follow that other lure right up to the dock, but it didn't actually bite it. So yeah, I'm hoping that if I change colors, maybe I can get that strike. Oh, and it followed right up to the dock again. Okay, so I'm casting into that same area here. And I'm just gonna leave the camera rolling for this. Hopefully y'all will be with me and we can have ourselves another good little tug of war. Come on, little pikey. Oh, that's so irritating. I had him. It's right there, splashing at the end of the dock. Try and cast back to that same location. Hopefully it's kind of resetting to where it came from. And this time it'll hit that thing nice and hard. Come on. Come on, little pike. It's catch and release day. It's a good day to get caught. Come on. So exciting. I haven't really had a lot of success with just lures out here. So catching one and being chased by two pike is, yes, very exciting. All right, I'm gonna keep hammering away with this lure for a little while here, I think. Maybe see if I can find a new angle for the camera as the sun has changed. Oh, it followed it right up there too. Okay, you were just out this way. Maybe I won't turn the camera off just yet. Come on. Come on. You know you want that fishy. Fake fishy. You know you want it. Oh, so just right there. And actually, I'm not sure that is a pike because the coloring looks a little different. But I don't really know what's in this lake, like I said. Starting to think though maybe I should point the camera down towards the end of the dock and hopefully we can catch a few of these flashes. Would be curious to hear from anybody watching though. What do you think would be better? Should I invest in a cheap drone camera so we can get some overhead shots of this stuff, or should I invest in a newer cheap waterproof underwater kind of camera so we can get those kind of shots? Let me know in the comments below, or you know, in the email to that what makes you tick. All right, so once again, maybe after this retrieve I will shut the camera off and change the angle. Oh, those, so close. It's the story of the fisherman though, isn't it? It was this big and it was this close. All right, so let's switch it up. All right, so I've adjusted the camera here because this is kind of where I've been bringing things in. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see somebody come in and I won't knock the camera and tripod in my excitement trying to catch a fish. All right, so yeah, hopefully I'll get back to you in a second with fish on. All right, well, it feels like I've got something on the line here, so I'm just gonna try and bring it over to where we're at. Oh yeah, I got something on here. Come on, little buddy. Grab the net. Try not to lose this. It's one-handed stuff. Oh yeah. Okay. No, come here, buddy. Okay, thought I lost you. Thought I lost you. All right, hopefully this is on camera. Oh, now you've messed me up. I barely know how to use a net to begin with, and you're free. Well, good for you. Tied my hook up in the net pretty good though. Not sure this net was a good idea. Look, I caught a fishing lure. Almost had that one though. Nice colors. Hopefully that came up in the camera. All right, well, those pike or jackfish or whatever you want to call them are a ton of fun. And it looks like this little guy here is also good at attracting them. Didn't necessarily land it though. Came this close and then caught the net instead. So I think since this is supposed to be a bit about multi-species, hopefully this lapel mic is working. The wind is just always working with me, isn't it? Anyway, since this is supposed to be about multi-species, I'm going to take a couple seconds here. I'm going to switch this up and put a hook and a bobber on there like I'd normally do up at Tokaryk and see if we can pull up something different out of the lake. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun so far. I hope you're enjoying it. I know I'm enjoying it. And yeah, hopefully the mic and camera and everything are working properly. Time to switch it up. Okay, so change of plan. I figure since I'm catching these pike, which are like a predator fish, I switched to the biggest hook I've got in my tackle box. I don't know where I got this monster, but it's huge. And I'm actually pulling out the minnows. We're gonna give those a float and see how that does first. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to show you another nice big pike. That'd be cool. Or yeah, multi-species fishing. Something else would be kind of neat too. All right, I am pleased to say I have a fish on here, and it looks like I got myself another pike. Come here, you. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Be cool, buddy. I do seem to have a pike here. Quit flapping around, Jack. Flapperjacks. Let's see if I can get this guy out of the net. Oh, I wish I'd actually taken the time to set the camera up for this. I apologize to you little fish about my ignorance of one-handed fishing. No, hey, just hang on. You're making your own life way worse than it needs to be. All right. This hopefully is on camera and is a beautiful fish. I want to say it's somewhere in the vicinity of 18 to 20 inches. It's catch and release day, so it's a good day to be a caught fish. Now I'm going to try and let you off of this hook, and hopefully you're not going to give me too much grief. All right, so I'll drop the net. Come on. Hang on, dude, you're making your life so much worse than it needs to be. Okay, it's a barbless hook, so you're okay. Get you back in the water, your beautiful fish. Off and away. Gotta be careful, I don't want to step off the end of the dock here. All right, guys, that was awesome. That was like maybe 2 minutes with that minnow on the hook, and wham. So we're gonna try and set the camera up again, facing the water at the end of the dock, so you can watch, and hopefully we'll get another strike just as fast. This has been so much fun today, and I thought those perch were a slice. This is awesome. Okay, catching pike, so much for multi-species fishing. Catching pike at Jackson Beach. All right, I may have a new fishing hole to hang out at. All right, so I've got another minnow on here. It's at the same depth it was last time. Hopefully the bobber is in the field of view here, and hopefully we'll get a strike just as fast this time. Of course not now because the camera's running. That was a good little run on that last one though. Come on, Jack. We know you want that minnow. Everybody knows you want that minnow. Grab the minnow. Let the good people see some action. So yeah, I didn't cast it out or anything. I just kind of dropped it off the end of the dock. I have no idea what the depth is here, so I could be right on top of the bottom with that dead fish there. I could be floating 3 feet up. I have no idea. That was a beautiful fish though. Alright, so I guess I will pause the clip and hopefully get it started again in probably seconds when something rips away my bobber. Alright, so I have switched to my good old liver bait here because those minnows got some interest and I got the hook stripped a few times, saw some beautiful fish, didn't land anybody. So we have dropped this to about 2.5 feet underneath the surface of the water. Let's see how we do with some liver. You just made my camera really slimy. Come here, buddy. Oh! You shouldn't be giving me this much grief. I still got to get that hook out of you, pal. All right. So just when I was about to give up on the liver entirely, we got this delightful catch here. Hopefully you can see all of this beauty in the camera. Now from what I've been hearing from people, this is a good eating size, but it's catch and release day. So I don't have any way to take this one home. Really took my hook though, so it's a good thing I got some needle nose pliers. From the depth of that, I'm thinking I might need to invest in some forceps. Let's get this beautiful fish back in the water where it belongs. All right, well, I was just about to say that they have no interest in liver at all, and then I caught that last pike who took that hook so deep. Unfortunately, I am taking it home. So it is now a wrap-up, gotta get my butt home video, because I wasn't prepared to be taking home a fish today, but it just didn't make it when I tried to release it back in the water. So I'm not gonna put a dead fish back in here. I am gonna take myself my first little northern pike home and call it a wrap, I guess. So I've had a fantastic day here. I've had success with these little pike on liver, minnows, and those two big rattling casters. So that was really interesting. Thanks for sticking around. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and there's going to be a lot more fishing stuff coming now that I've kind of figured it out and I got a clue as to what I'm doing, and I recognize that I'm surrounded by so many beautiful lakes here in western Manitoba. So yeah, hit like if you're one of us Canadians, and you know, hit share if you're a fellow Manitoban fisher folk. So yeah, I gotta wrap this up, clean up my stuff, and get this fish home for dinner, I guess. All right, another plot twist. I was going to pack away my gear, and little Mr. Pike, apparently half possum, half pike, decided to flip-flop his way back into the water, and I was like 99% sure this fish was dead. Flop its way back into the water. So I spent 20 minutes watching to make sure it didn't float back belly up somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that pike is off and running, so I no longer have to worry about figuring out how to fillet a pike. Good deal. Yeah, okay, unexpected end to my fishing adventure, but what an interesting day. What an awesome day down at Jackson Beach, south end of Shoal Lake, western Manitoba. All right, I am gonna go home, share my experiences with the wife, edit this up so you guys can watch it. I will talk to you later.